So email us on Liam Millie off.
Still drunk,
Sorry.
like.
Need to blow my nose.
Gone,
Ugh.
oh, nice.
Any ice bogeys or?
No.
Hi, I'm Liam.
I'm Millie, and welcome back to our podcast.
Episode 2.
Yeah?
Feeling good. Millie's a little bit hungover today. So
Yeah, are you feeling good though?
I'm feeling okay, but I'm coming down. I'm coming down with a little bit of a cold. I am a little bit ill. That's why I'm bunged up. But Millie is a little bit hungover, so she is a little bit ratty this morning. We've had a little argument before we left the house already, but we've made up.
I am moody when I'm hungover.
We're made up now and we're fine. Ready to do the second episode of our podcast. Follow us on our socials at Liam and Millie Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. And we'd absolutely love to hear from you. So write to us about anything on liamandmillie@sonymusic.com.
Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe on YouTube. So before we get started, last week on our first ever episode, we actually talked about Liam snoring a little bit. And I said that I was going to film him to prove that he could actually, well, he does snore. So I would like to play something for you all to listen to actually see how bad it really is.
I still don't believe that this is me.
Oh. It's awful.
That's not me.
Babe, that is what I get woken up to in my actual ear hole, yeah? When you're spooning me and you're going, you would sound like a pig or like some sort of like, I don't know, but like an animal that's dirty and horrid.
Can we just hear it again? I feel like that's you.
That's icky. Like, you can actually... Nah.
Right. That must be Millie contributing to that as well, because that can't be me.
It literally isn't. However, like we just said, he is ill, and that's not always. You're not always like that. But I think because you've been a bit bunged up, it's even worse. So try and, get better, please, because I don't want to deal with that for much longer.
But you said it didn't even wake you up.
No, well, not that. When I was recording that, I didn't wake up to that, which is really weird. I must have been really tired.
So yeah, leave me snore in peace.
Yeah.
But there was another clip we had, we didn't show it there, of like someone laughing. Or it was like
yeah, no, it was like noises in the night.
I think that was you.
Probably. I have done that before.
Being a little weirdo.
If you're wondering, we're back in the studio because I'm in the process of moving house. So Wi-Fi is, still playing up. So in the studio for this episode, but next time we'll be apart. So
exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to like piss off, to be honest. You've been pissing me off this morning.
You fucking pissed me off as well.
You actually you're annoying me.
Let me tell you what happened this morning.
Before we get on to the subject of this, let's discuss the question of the week, which is...
Have you ever taken it too far on a night out? Well, yes, I think we have indeed. Millie did last night.
I did.
She caught up with her friends last night and...
yeah, friends that I don't see often. And it always goes too far with them, always. Like,
you always take it too far, though.
Yeah, no matter who I'm with, to be honest. Chloe especially, we always do. Actually, in fact, the last episode that we filmed, our very first episode, I think we got overexcited. We went from here to Chloe's podcast where I filmed with her. Yeah. And then what did we do?
And then we went out in Soho. Too far. We got drunk, got a little bit more drunk. And then, we didn't get into not super late, but we got in 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 in the morning.
3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, 3 in the morning. But it was a good night. We enjoyed it. But yeah, we just stayed in bed all day the next day.
No. So what we always do, right? One thing about me is when I get drunk, I like to make false promises that I know I won't keep. I don't know if anybody else does this, but Liam was like, I really want to go and see the boxing, go to the boxing tomorrow. And me and Chloe were like, we'll come. Oh my God, yeah. Literally, I do not care about boxing at all. Literally couldn't be less interested. I'm sorry. It's just not my thing. It's your thing, that's great. But I was like, yeah, we'll come. So Liam's now messaging this. I
managed to get 3 free tickets, basically.
Yeah, which is brilliant.
And it was sold out, so it was hard to get. So I got 3 free tickets, good seats. Yeah, we'll come. The next day, literally pied me off completely and said, we're not coming. So
I woke up in the morning, I'm not actually going
actually
to
coming,
that,
nowhere.
by the way. And he was like, what? And I was like, babe, I don't know why you even believed me in the first place. I'm not going to lie. Like, yeah, I was lying because I was drunk.
Yeah, and I'm kind of glad you didn't come because I had a better time with Aaron and Chugs. So
Yeah.
I took two of the boys, Aaron and Chugs, and we had a better time than I would have even Chloe anyway. So perfect. Thank you for not coming.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm glad. I'm glad Aaron and Chugs were free because if you made me go to that, I would have been one miserable girl.
Yeah.
But we kind of wanted to, discuss any other stories that we've had that we've taken too far. Me and Chloe, actually, this is not a very good story, and I won't name the brand because they don't like us anymore. Whoops. But basically, a brand invited us to go and watch Chris Brown. If you're watching this, I apologise. It's not good that we did this, but basically we'd landed in Dublin. We went to Dublin to go and watch him in concert. And what do you do when you land from a flight that you're all excited? Straight to the pub, really.
Straight to the bar.
Drinking straight away. And
Yeah.
I don't know, might not be other people, but for us it is, drink at the airport, drink when you get there.
In Ireland it is.
Yeah, definitely. So we go to a little pub and go to the Temple Bar as, every tourist bloody does and get a Guinness, even though we don't drink it.
Get a €10 Guinness.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, it's expensive, isn't it?
Yeah.
And anyway, we're now drinking Guinnesses, like pints and pints. And I'm thinking, right,
Ooh, you're hard.
I know, right?
You're hard, Si.
We're ready for a good old concert tonight, a bit tipsy. And we get a call to say you girls have been invited to go to the Brit Awards, but it's tomorrow. And we don't have an outfit. We don't have a makeup and glam team booked. We don't have a hotel book because, where it is in London, it was easier to stay in a hotel. So what do? So we decide we're going to sack off Chris Brown and go to the Brits instead. But problem is we're in Dublin and we need to somehow get back to London. So we booked the first flight, which is something like, 4 a.m. or something. So we needed to be at the airport at 2 a.m. What do? We drink the whole way through the night to the airport.
Straight through club. Been the straight through club, yeah?
Bus, club, another club, straight to the Brits.
Oi, oi.
Hey.
Lesbi, haven't you?
Too much. And it's, when you have that hangover where you've literally got the shakes.
Yes.
Like, I'm like, I've lost all the colour in my face. I'm shaking, a little bit shaking now, to be fair, is one of those, right? And it's hit home that we actually have to go all around London to find to go and see our stylist, which was like 3 trains away, all the way in like Camden or something. I'm on this train just praying that I don't pass out, throw up all over Chloe, all over the train, and try and somehow do this dress fitting. I've not eaten anything. I'm skin and bones. Like, it was awful. And she just kept saying, you look lovely in that. I was just looking at myself thinking, I don't want to be it. I
like
literally
death.
don't want to be trying this stupid dress on. And guess what? I didn't even like the dress. We got to our hotel, started getting ready. The makeup's not even covering it, guys. Like, the eye bags are beyond, like, the darkest eye bags you've ever seen. The makeup's literally not doing anything. I've never looked worse in my whole life, basically. The glam didn't help. And it was that bad that I normally, at the a nice red carpet award, you get a really nice picture. You go on the red carpet. What did we do? Fuck the pictures off. Don't give a fuck about the picture. Do not get your camera out.
That's probably the only reason you went.
Yeah, like, genuinely, when you go to a red carpet, like, it's all the press and, like, you get all the pictures. It's all really fun. Like, I love doing it, but that was the last thing that I wanted to do. So I was like, okay, we're not going on the carpet either. Like, I'm literally not getting pictured like this because that picture will haunt me for life. And then it ended up being a case of staying for, like, the show for like an hour and a half at the Brits and going home and eating at McDonald's. Like, that's really, really bad. Like, how ungrateful and stupid.
Life's tough, eh?
Yeah, I know.
Life's tough. I pity you.
We were like, this brand's invited us. Like, the brand invited us in the box for the Brits. So, like, I had to, like, what is it? Like, save face? Show face.
Ah, so you put a front on. Sort of
Yeah,
thing.
I'm showing face, right? I had to be a professional because it's like networking.
Professional.
Yeah.
You just dumped the brand in Dublin
So-
and Chris Brown to go on to the Brits. That's professional about
But
it.
then the company who invited us to Chris Brown then messaged our management. Well, my management, I'm assuming they messaged Chloe's too, with a very, very bad email. We're never working with Millie again.
Rightly so. But do you
I
have
know,
a good time?
I'm really sorry.
It's good though, you know.
But like, I couldn't turn down the Brits. Do you know what I mean?
Can't turn down the
Like,
Brits.
that we'd actually already seen Chris Brown, I think, or we went and saw him in London anyway. So it was like, you know, I can see Chris Brown again. I don't know whether I'm going to get invited to the Brits again.
You never know.
However, I did completely fuck it up.
Yeah.
But is what it is at them. And that's what taking it too far means, unfortunately.
Missed out on Breezy.
What is with these weird jokes?
Chris Breezy.
What? Oh, he's like, that was his like nickname.
Breezy, didn't he?
Yeah.
And you were gone in the breeze like a wind.
What? What are you even saying?
Well, don't worry. Anyway, one place we didn't take it too far, really, with the alcohol was on Love Island, wasn't it?
Yeah, we actually weren't allowed to drink, really. Well, we was, but like 2 a night, wasn't it?
2 drinks a night. I thought a bit pointless. So what they would do is you get changed, and once you get out then to like the garden, you get changed, dressed up to the nines, go and
Just to go
stand
to
in the garden.
But
And
then you
then
are
you
on TV, so you want it at night.
Yeah, and you go and grab a drink and do a cheers. So they'd have the drinks out there waiting. 50% of the time, I go and get my drink. There'd be a moth in mine. Moth or a gnat or a mosquito.
Nice.
Sometimes I wasn't even drinking, and I'd have red wine every night. So I thought, I'm not going to drink
Yeah,
beer.
so weird. You literally drunk red wine. Like,
Yeah, because you'd have 2 beer. You could have 2 drinks a night. So I thought I'd rather have 2 wines than 2 beers, because then if I'm drinking beers every day of the summer,
it won't really touch the sides.
It won't touch the
either.
sides, but it also make me bloated and just
right,
not
fine.
needed. So I
red
thought
wine
I'd have
it
red
was.
wine but yeah, I feel like sometimes we would like down it really, really fast to try and make yourself more drunk.
Yeah, I remember it was actually before the heart rate challenge, because obviously we just did not want to do that. Like, that is probably the worst possible challenge they have on that show. Some people might love it. Like, if you're a dancer,
Some people love it.
Yeah. Or like maybe you like the attention, I don't know, but that is actually my idea of hell on earth.
Yeah, I was so fucking nervous.
Yeah.
And they put me first as well.
They put you first. But like, that was one thing where it was like, please, we begged, we were like, please give us more alcohol. Like, the only way I'm getting through this if I'm a bit drunk. So we all just downed 2. They gave us 2 glasses at once, which they never did. They would spread it out throughout the night. You get one when you come out, and then they put the next glass like an hour, 2 hours later. But they gave us 2. Not sure why, but I think they knew that we kind of wanted to down it. So we just chucked it back and did it, which was,
I was so
video
nervous, and I
me.
thought that they're going to put me first, and I knew that. And I come out to Kesha Timber, so I was dressed like a lumberjack.
Oh, no,
I was
timber.
I was covered in baby oil to make myself look more greasy and sexy. And I came out, I was like, I can't dance. And I came out, I didn't raise anyone's heart rate. No one's heart rate was raised, apart from mine. I raised my own heart rate because I was so nervous. And then Millie was like, oh, I'm nervous, I can't do this. My worst comes out, does absolutely amazing, looks the best there.
What can I say?
And she raised other people's heart rate. No, did you? Yeah, she raised my heart rate.
Woo!
But my heart rate didn't raise, my performance didn't raise anyone's, didn't raise Millie's.
Didn't raise mine.
But Millie's heart rate raised for Teddy.
Yeah. Because Teddy was, I had his penis in my face.
Teddy was what?
Teddy shook his penis in my face.
So that turns you on, yeah?
I was sat like this.
Big cocks in your face. Well, I don't know, cock in your face now.
Big. How do you know what size his willy is?
Well, so a penis in your face. So if
It
a
was
man...
quite big in my face, to be fair. It was. He was wearing these tight little hot pant things. He put both his feet either side of me, and he was just like shoving it in my face. I was like,
What? So if any man now comes in the street and starts like...
he shoved his
cock in your
penis in my
face, and you're just going to get aroused by that, and your heart rate
Well, it weren't aroused. It was just my heart rate was like, ooh. I could have been scared.
Yeah, but I picked you up. I ripped my vest off in front of you. I had the abs out. I rubbed your hands out. I picked you up. I snogged you. Surely that should raise your heart rate. But no, Teddy put his penis in your face. So I was just like, yeah, give it to me. I want it.
I don't have an explanation for that. I'm sorry. Like, I think they just lied to try and like cause a bit of issues. Anyway,
I wish one of the girls put their minge in my face, and then I would have been, heart rate skyrocketed. My heart would have skipped a beat.
That's absolutely disgusting. You just said the word minge.
Vagina.
Vagina.
Mini. Millie calls it. Millie calls
It's
it a mini.
It's a mini.
Flange.
No.
My mother and sister used to call it a flower.
Yeah, it's that
Growing
cute.
up, I
It's
just knew it as a
cutesy.
flower.
You got to be mindful and cutesy about the names.
Yeah,
now.
you got to be mindful.
But yeah, so we didn't take it too far on Love Island. However, there was some nights actually when we would, did you ever steal drinks? Because I definitely did.
Yeah, I think I tried to sometimes, but then I thought it takes me so much to get drunk anyway, so it's not going to make a difference.
Like it's not worth it for you. But an extra glass of wine for me, like, that's it. I'm now tipsy and I'm having a good night. So like sometimes the producer would ask you at lunchtime, what do you want to drink tonight? And everyone would just say their order. But sometimes that night, people actually didn't really want to drink. So their drinks would be left. And I'd be like asking, you're not drinking tonight? I think, their glass of wine or their whatever it is they've ordered is in the cupboard. So I went and stole it, downed it in the actual cupboard so that they couldn't see me because there was no cameras in there. But what I was forgetting was that I had a mic on, they could hear me drinking it.
Yeah, so Love Island, the producers then,
they tell me off and they give you a warning and they take you to I always call it the diary room, but it's the beach hut. And they said, if you do this again, then you'll be on an alcohol ban. You're not allowed alcohol again.
So TV these days, they don't give you much alcohol, but I'm kind of glad in a way.
Yeah.
Like watching it was so fun to see people drunk and making a fool of themselves years ago.
But you don't.
But I'm kind of glad because I cringe on a night out when I'm drunk. I'm thinking, I wake up the next day, I hope they don't remember what I said. I hope they were drunk so they don't remember what I said. Whereas if I was drunk on Love Island, the whole nation who was watching would be like, mate, we've seen it all. You're a twat.
Yeah, I think
I'd be living in regret. So
I think that's the whole reason why they don't want you to be able to blame it on the alcohol.
Yeah,
so every argument, every bit of drama is completely used sober, basically, unless you have stolen some alcohol that night, then maybe. But like, you can literally only do that once before you get told off. On the subject of reality TV, we was actually talking about Big Brother, my favourite. Love Island as well, but like Love Island, Big Brother, top 2 reality TV shows, and Big Brother is coming on soon, and I cannot wait. Liam has never watched it.
I've watched the recent one, but as a kid, and actually when I was a kid, I was on Twitter and I was trying to be cool. Do you like that? I remember saying before, I'd rather put pins in my eyes than watch Big Brother.
What?
But really, I would have loved it.
You literally would have loved it.
Do you like someone who's like, just, I don't know.
Saying weird
I'm just trying to say like, I wouldn't watch that shit, but
because you thought it was cool.
I thought it was cool to not watch it, when really
it's literally embarrassing.
It's embarrassing, but really, I'd love to go on that show.
No, I'm going on that show.
You're going on that show.
You've had enough of your fair share of reality TV shows. So I would love to go on Big Brother. If you did go on it though, who would you want to be in there with? What's like your top 3 like celebs that you'd want to be in there with?
Well, I'd love to do Big Brother, but I also love to do The Jungle. I'm a celeb.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. You would be good on that.
Yeah.
Who would you be in The Jungle
I
with?
eat anything.
Yeah.
I'll probably chuck in, Natalie Portman. Be good to catch up.
Natalie Portman!
Be good to catch up though, Nats.
I don't think she would go on that, but...
I'd chuck in Vanessa Hudgens as well to catch up with her.
Vanessa Hudgens!
I just love them too.
I mean, if they managed to get them two, that'd probably be the best bloody jungle you've ever seen.
Yeah.
All women, cheers. Like,
yeah, but you'd have to not watch it because they might be flirting heavily with me and like.
If they're going on that, you ain't going on it, mate.
Yeah. Man, I'd like to catch up with like Brad Pitt maybe.
You are thinking higher here.
I'm thinking high.
What about like you like boxing? Would you not like to be on there? Sometimes they have like some sports people on there.
I would love to be on there with Eddie Hearn because I'm a big I like Eddie Hearn. Yeah, big fan of Eddie. What about you?
Okay, if I was on Big Brother, my top A-list celebrity would obviously be
Justin Bieber,
because he's my one true love. Sorry.
Well, you wouldn't be going on there if he was on there then.
Yeah, I would actually. I had I had a fan account of him.
You did?
On Twitter.
It's quite embarrassing.
So that would be a little bit embarrassing though if I was with him, and I probably wouldn't tell him that. And I also wouldn't act like I was in love with him. I'd play it cool.
Weirdo.
I would. I'd play it cool and hope that he would fall in love with me. Obviously, he's married and he's having a kid now.
Well, and you do have a boyfriend as well.
Yeah, so sorry.
Which you got a podcast with right now.
Yeah.
And you're talking about how you would play your game with another man. if you want to keep it.
Yeah, but it's not realistic, is it? Like that's like dream life.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure
Sorry.
he'd like a bit of you.
You love Natalie Portman. It's fine. Like we've got our celeb crushes. That's
I love Natalie, but she's a little bit younger. She's like grown up. She's
beautiful.
She is beautiful.
Who else? Top 3. I would say maybe like Katie Price. I know she's already done it, but I would literally love to sit down and have a chat with Katie Price.
Sit down and have a chat with her, is it? Like,
yeah.
We just just find out what.
Find out so much information about her. Like I've literally I feel like I've always been interested. I've always watched all her series. Like
Katie
Price
got a fan
would
here.
be a good one, I think, I'd like to do that with.
That's good.
So you just would love to go on the jungle.
Yeah, I'd like to go on the jungle.
Why would you like to do that?
I would just eat bugs and stuff and camel balls.
You want to eat bugs, is it?
Camel balls and stuff like that, yeah. Kangaroo testicles.
Yeah, I think you'd be all right.
Don't want them.
Maybe you could eat like a camel's minge.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing as you want some minge in your face.
Camel's minge. I'm used to that anyway.
Shut up. No, you've already had your fair share of reality TV shows, mate.
No.
Yes, you have. Celebs Go Dating, I think was the final draw for me. That's enough of your
reality
antics.
dating shows. Reality dating shows. No more for me. I found the woman I want to spend my life with.
Dating shows.
But went on there. I actually had a lot of fun on there, to be honest.
Yeah, but we'd broken up for 4 weeks. I don't like that. You say I had a lot of fun.
No, I don't mean with the bit. I mean like
annoying.
meeting the other people on there. Meeting the crew and the producers and stuff. The dates, nice. I met some
Bearing
nice
in
girls.
mind, we'd broken up about 4 weeks before that.
I'd broken up 2 weeks later. They asked me to go on there.
Yeah.
And I said
so
no.
actually, 2 weeks after we'd actually broken up.
Yeah, but I did say no. I told them no, I'm not doing it. And they asked a few times. Then I came to Millie and I asked Millie, what should I do? And you were a bit shocked that they asked me. But then you said I'm okay to do it.
I was like, but then it went through my mind that you'd known about this for a while and you were broken up with me because of that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people thought that.
And that was like when you first told me, obviously that was what instantly went through my mind, and like I was talking to my management and stuff, and I was like, I think that's it. And I was like, that's muggy if he's done that. Like he's just literally.
Why would I break up with someone who I live with to go on another dating show? It just doesn't make sense.
Babe,
like, did you think
stranger things have happened?
Did you think that little of me?
Yeah, because you literally broken up with me 2 weeks before that.
Well, yeah, because they asked me.
I was shocked by that in itself. I was like, that took me by surprise. Like it was a lot of shocks in a space of a month.
So what was you shocked at? The fact that, what was you shocked at?
Well, obviously, so, we'd been living together. We didn't really argue, but I knew that like we were being a bit distant. And I think you always sort of struggled like talking about how you felt. So like leading up to the actual like breakup, you hadn't really talked to me about that and opened up. So therefore, when you actually dropped it all on me about how much you've been struggling, with this new life and moving to Essex and things, and then said, like, want to break up. Obviously, I was shocked. And then the Celebs Go Dating thing, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, well, anyone who's up and moved, we were on Love Island. We knew each other for 7 weeks, and then we come off the show, we moved in together, didn't really know each other. And then we spent 10 months together, living together.
Oh, of course. I understand now.
Yeah, like believing your whole life you ever had back home to go and live in Essex, place I've never been to before.
Yeah.
To then doing a job which I was never done before either. Being with a girl who didn't know really well.
Didn't really know.
Obviously getting to know each other while living together. It was just a lot for me and I struggled. And
I think as well, like, I hope you don't mind me saying, but like, I was he'd moved to Essex and I was like the busiest I've ever been. I weren't really at home much, and then you were on your own. You had no friends. Not like you.
I didn't have no friends.
You didn't have any friends in Essex, and like I think you just maybe was a bit like lonely.
Yeah, and I just found it really hard. So some people out there will understand that.
Yeah.
But I felt my only way was us to sort of me to call it a day in a relationship because I was losing myself, you know. And
Yeah.
I thought I had to find myself again because no relationship is good if one person's happy and the other person isn't. You know, so I think I needed to.
And obviously I had all my life was normal. I had all my friends and family, and like I was like had this most amazing like opportunities off the back of Love Island, and life was great. And then that happened, and then you were saying going on Celebs Go Dating, like you can imagine how hard that was for me.
Yeah, 100%. I completely, and that's why I said no.
I
So
know,
I didn't feel like I
yeah.
wanted to go on there. I was hurt from a breakup, but then they were asked a few times, so I thought I'll ask you. And men in the industry don't always get the massive opportunity. Millie was flying with work and so many opportunities. I didn't have that.
Don't forget as well, like you didn't, because you was in Essex, you didn't go straight back to like bricklaying. Like you didn't have like this staple job, and it is a case of we've all got to work. We've all got to like make money. And in our work, in this new world now, it's like doing an Instagram ad or working with like these amazing brands or going on a TV show. And it wasn't a job for you.
Yeah, you got to take opportunities, and and I got paid for it, paid well. And you know what, I was on there and I was super mindful of you watching and stuff, so I wasn't really over the top with my dates and stuff.
But then that's when like the producer said, because we've obviously talked about this in depth, but that the producers have said, or did they say, I don't know, someone said that you were being not boring, but like you weren't giving like
to get you got to be more to get airtime and stuff, and to be like more like
it's a TV show at the end of the
too
day.
respectful. I was being too respectful.
But that's good, because I remember the first episode that aired that you were in, and basically one of the first conversations was you sitting down with the
Anna and Paul.
Yeah, Anna and Paul, and that you just got kind of like opened up about the whole situation. And I remember watching that and thinking, oh, that's nice. Like what you said was nice. And it was like, okay, I feel a little bit better. Like I can see in your eyes and your face that you were struggling with it. And then you just started going on fucking dates, and I fucking hated you. Absolutely,
and you
fucking
hated me then,
hated you.
And then blocked each other,
Blocked
and then
you straight away. I was like,
by the way, Anna and Paul, absolutely love them. They're amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? I enjoyed it. I'm glad I did it. Timings were a bit off, and I am sorry. But it was a good experience. I met friends on there, and
he was on there with Pete, Pete Wicks, Beth Ann.
Yeah. So it was good fun. I enjoyed it. But then, we...
And you took two girls on holiday with you at the end of it.
I did take two.
What kind of went through your head when you were doing that then? Thought that was a good idea, did you?
Well, I was just trying to... I don't know.
Thought you could be a player and like you look cool again. You just want to look cool because you like playing two girls.
Yeah.
Thought
exactly
that was yeah?
Yeah. I've been too respectful, so I need to up my game.
What the hell?
No, they were both two lovely girls who I was dating. And we had a nice trip in Cyprus. But nothing continued after the show. I was still in search for my happiness, and my happiness lied with Millie.
I know, but well, after Celebs Go Dating, that's the thing. Like people actually don't know about like what really happened. Sort of, why we broke up, when we broke up, and everything in between to getting back together. Because people think that you cheated on me at Wireless Festival.
Yeah.
In a toilet. It was this rumor that went round on Twitter that Liam wasn't even at Wireless. He was with me.
No, I was in Wales, wasn't I?
Yeah, but it's over 2 weekends. So one weekend you was with me, and then the other weekend you went back to Wales. And obviously, like, you weren't even there. Someone actually fully fledged made up this rumor, and it went viral. And then you were getting really badly trolled for cheating on me.
We
supposedly.
Yeah. So we had to announce our breakup, which was weird anyway. So we announced our breakup on Instagram. The next day, some girl made a tweet. She said the reason Liam and Millie broke up was because he was caught having sex in a Portloo toilet at Wireless Festival. And it had like so many like retweets.
Oh my
and likes.
God, yeah, but viral. Then as well,
some
her
girl,
her mate was like, yes, I can prove this was true. I went into the toilet after they come out, and her knickers were on the floor.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how wild that is, that someone would actually sit there and fully make up a lie and post that so it goes viral.
And by the way, I was never
ruin someone's life.
I've never been to Wales. I've never been in my whole life. I was in Wales, so Millie knew that, her family knew that, but then like it went.
And then I put out a statement, didn't I? I don't believe everything you read.
Thanks,
He literally dumped me, and I still wanted to back him and make everyone realise that, because I know that you were getting trolled and like it. And that wasn't nice to see. Like, no matter what, I still loved you and still cared so much for you. And then to see that, I was like, people, I don't want people to think that of you.
Thank you.
So then out of my own choice, put up a statement just to say.
Cute. That was very cute, seeing mindful that was.
Yeah, well.
I don't know why I'm saying them words for. But yeah, so that was tough, but there we are. We found our way back together. And we're here, and that's all in the past. But it's part of our journey, isn't it? It's part of our journey. It's
exactly
part of our life. We've been together longer, way longer now than we were when we were first together.
Yeah. So the first time round, we were together for
11 months.
Nah, because we didn't even make it a year.
What do you mean? It was 11 months.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
12 months in a year, see, Millie.
Yeah, sorry. Like that. You really? I reckon it was like 10.
No, it was about 11 months. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So less than a year. And everyone was like, their contracts
yeah,
up. Do you
by the
remember
way,
that?
a select few people, a lot of them, they think they know everything about everything. They think they know what happens in our lives. They think they know like who we are and what happened, and they know everything about Love Island. And they think this contract, people swear by, couples have to stay together. For 12 months, they sign a contract. They have to stay together, so they can't break that contract. Bullshit! Shut up! I see comments by all the time. Shut up! There's no contract.
That one's clearly got. We're back up in it.
Yeah, we didn't. It's annoying because they think they have to stay together for 12 months. Because they can't breach a contract because they signed it with ITV.
Who is making this shit up?
Shut up! You don't know anything.
I know.
You watch the episodes, that's all you know. Idiots.
But because it was like on the year mark, everyone was like, their contracts are. That's it. They don't need to be together anymore, when actually don't even know the half of it. And I think that's why it's actually quite nice to have this podcast for people to actually, obviously that there's going to be loads of stories and things that come up along the whole journey of this podcast, but to actually realise that we are real people, we actually do have a real relationship. It is long distance. And I think that's probably as well, like, we were just talking about how, a little bit about reason why we broke up, and it was Liam struggling, being in Essex, so it just made sense for you to move
on
back to Wales and find yourself, and I was fully down for you to do that. So
the conversation actually, when I first told Millie I'm moving back to Wales, she was like, what's the point then? We may as well break up because we're not going to work, are we? And I was like, great, thanks. I'm coming to you. And then I started crying then. I was upset crying. So I was trying to kind of confide in it and get support on there. I said, well, what's the point then? We're going to drift apart and break up. So I started crying then. I was like, why are you saying that?
I know, but that's the thing. It's like, if you've never done a long distance relationship before, it is really scary and really daunting.
Yeah,
it's like,
of course.
how do we make this work? Like, I'm going to be so busy with my life because all my jobs are in London. Like, when I don't have any work in Wales, then you started getting all your work in like Wales as well. You got more work there, and then it was like, what's going to happen? But actually, if you're in a relationship and you love each other, then you'll make it work no matter what.
You will, yeah. And it's actually nice, because we spend time together. When Millie starts doing my nutting, we get to part ways.
It's actually, it's healthy, isn't it? Like, it's sometimes spending, because we technically don't have a 9 to 5 normal job. I say normal, like we work, but it's not like 9 to 5. So we don't have that time apart during the day and then come home like normal couples do. We actually spend a lot of time together, and I don't think that's healthy, spending all day, all night together. And now we work together, like doing this podcast. So it's really healthy for us to have that time apart and want to miss each other. And there are a lot of positives to a long distance relationship.
Yeah, it is. And we can't wait to see each other when we don't see each other.
Exactly.
But like in the meantime, I'm back home working. I'm up in the mountains. Climbing mountains.
Yeah, you do that one on your own, mate.
I wish Millie would join me more on.
No.
I love Wales. I love being there. And I love when you come down.
I love coming to ours and seeing that different side. Like we both are actually from very different worlds, and it's we like different things, but it's proven that opposites attract, eh?
It does. It does.
Right, guys, now it's time for listeners' hotline. Hang on, get my piano out. Turn it on. Play a good old. That wasn't me.
Want to speak into the mic?
Yeah, I want to do my jingle first. Listeners' hotline.
I think that's going to give me ick every time I see you do that.
Sorry.
We'd love for you to feature on our listeners' hotline. You can write to us on our email, liamandmillie@sonymusic.com, or hit us up on our socials on Instagram or TikTok at Liam and Millie Podcast. You can write to us about absolutely anything, and we want to hear all your stories, your love stories, your dilemmas.
Absolutely anything.
Anything. Give it to us. We want to hear it.
Okay, so let's start it off. We've actually got it's the long distance dilemma first, right? I think you've got the first one, babe.
It is.
And what is it?
We have a voice note.
We do.
Which we're going to play right now for you.
Hey, so met a guy on Tinder, whirlwind romance. Was together with him for 3 months. He asked me to move in. He lives up in Scotland. I literally gave up my job, was going to move there. I handed my notice in, couldn't retract my notice. Things were literally going so well, going amazing. No red flags at all. He did tell me, he had a crazy ex, that old chestnut. Basically had found out about me and was like trying to almost like petrol bomb his life in any way that she could. Anyway, I was left with no job. He literally pulled the rug from under me. I was left with no job. So basically, he's like, breaking up is not an option. I just can't be 100% there the way I have been at the minute. Like, can you give me some time? Can you wait for me for a bit? Can we just like put a pin in it for now? So anyway, I had to block him in the end. So after I blocked him, because it wasn't on his terms, he then decided to come back and sort of pick me back up again, say, I'm going to build your trust back. And he was so consistent for the past 2.5 years nearly. So basically what happened was, I now know when he pulled the rug from me moving in, he moved this other girl in and he's been living with her for 3 years. Like crazy levels of deceit for 3 whole years.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That's a double life if I've ever heard one. That's crazy.
Oh my God. So she must have obviously never gone to his place.
Yeah.
Which I think is a red flag.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing long distance, surely, we go to each other's. You wouldn't just come to Essex and then like I'd never go to Wales. So like that would have been squashed if she'd gone to his.
But obviously he was making other reasons. You can't come here, my psycho ex will know you're here. Really, you had a girl there already.
Girl, literally living a double life. How does someone have the nerve to actually do that?
I know. I tried it when I moved back to Wales. It was just too much asshole.
Shut up. Yeah, well, I wouldn't have known.
I'm sure my mother would have told you.
Yeah, exactly.
I think everyone would have told you.
Yeah. There's not many people in Murder Tidville. Everyone knows, well, there is, but everyone knows everyone.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's no way that you would have kept that a secret. At all, actually.
Not at all.
It's not possible for you to live a double life anyway if you're in the public eye, I feel like.
Yeah, it'd be hard.
Don't know. Not maybe you could
Doesn't cross
cheat.
my mind anyway.
But that's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey.
Does it cross your mind?
Sometimes.
Yeah, all right.
That's I'm not actually leaving Essex and going to a new place. I'm keeping that house in Essex for special occasions.
Shut up. But anyway, I think it's good that you left him.
Yeah.
He's obviously a waste man, so
Oh, bless her.
move on with your life and you find the man. Maybe pick someone closer to your area.
It kind of
or it doesn't matter, you do long distance, but
yeah, that's the thing. It makes that would put me off doing long distance, thinking, oh, actually, when you are that far apart, you don't really know what the hell they're doing. Like I don't. I mean, thank God you work on social media, so I can see on Snapchat what you're doing every single day.
But I do ring you a lot and tell you,
Yeah,
what's
but you
going
could
on.
ring me and be like, oh, by the way, like I'm just at my mum's, like whatever. When actually you could be at your girlfriend's house.
Linking a ting.
Yeah.
Linking a ting, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, no, thank you. Like that would worry me, but actually, I have full trust in you.
You gotta have trust in a long distance relationship, haven't you?
You have
It has to be
to.
trust.
Yeah.
Which we have. So anyway, we have another one, I think, don't we?
We do. Okay. So I think I've fallen out of love with my boyfriend. What do I do? Is the question. So here's the backstory. Hey, Liam and Millie, I need some help. I've been with my boyfriend for about 3 years, and lately I feel like I've fallen out of love with him. It's not that he's done anything wrong, but I just don't feel the same way I used to. I don't get excited to see him anymore, and everything feels a bit flat. We haven't talked about it yet because I'm scared to even bring it up. I don't want to hurt him, but I also don't want to keep pretending everything's fine. What should I do? Should I try to work through it, or is it time to be honest and let go? Okay.
So
3
common,
years.
isn't it? So common.
Yeah. That's the thing. 3 years is a really long time to be with someone. I wonder, so he's not actually done anything wrong though.
That's the hardest bit.
Yeah.
If you feel like that way, sometimes it's easier if they just
You've got
bloody...
no real excuse. Not an excuse, but like say he done something that really pissed you off and you've kind of fallen out of love with him anyway. That could be your reason. But there's no reason. And you've literally got flat out be like, I don't love you anymore.
Yeah.
What the hell, how do you go about that situation?
It's hard.
What would you do for the fucking second time you dumped me then? How would you word it to me? Mr. Professional dumper.
It's not you, it's me.
That's basically what you did.
Shut
That's
up.
fucking basically what you did. You was like, oh, it's not you. Like, I am like, you didn't technically say those words, but you was like,
But it wasn't you. It was me. It was me. And it was the way I felt and what was going on in my life.
Did you fucking lie? What's the real reason you broke up with me then?
It's them black highlights you had.
Yeah.
Millie had black
My
highlights
hair
before.
changes.
Been a fan of them.
Oh, okay.
Look, from the outside looking in, it's easy to say, look, 3 years, it's a long time, but, move on and just cherish the memories you had. And you'll always find someone new. But obviously when you're in the situation, you think, oh my God, it's the end of the world. We share so many memories together. How are we going to move on?
Yeah, it's hard.
How do you get from here? But then, it's the same way, like you just got to give it time and, I think obviously fall out of love, I think you're going to struggle to fall back in love. And I feel like if the sex isn't there as well,
it's
sex
definitely
is a big part of it.
over. That's for sure. Like, I don't think there's any coming back from falling out of love. Like,
You got to be true to yourself, like people get over. You might think, oh, it's the end of the world. You do get over a breakup. Time is the essence.
Yeah.
Time is the healer.
Time is a healer, isn't
Yeah.
it? I think obviously you're just going to have to sit him down one night over dinner or something at home and just be like, look, this is how I've been feeling. I feel like this is
Over dinner. You're going to ruin the man's meal. Let the man eat.
Wait till he's finished eating then.
Well, he'd be throw up then. Just don't let him eat. Throw
up.
Yeah. Let him eat and then 2 hours later say it. Let his food go down. Then digest. Let him digest the food and then digest what you're about to tell him in the brain. In the mind.
That's
sad. I don't envy you at all.
That stuff happens a lot,
It's a sad situation. But, things end and life moves on and you'll find something new. But don't waste each other's time. Even though she wants to end it, she will still be really very upset and hurt as well. Because like when I ended in our relationship, I was so upset. I was crying to my mother.
Well, you wasn't out of love with me though, was you?
Well, no, but we did end, didn't we? Regardless,
ended.
And
I
was very upset. Huh?
If you didn't fucking know already.
And I was very upset, and it hurts. It hurts, and like.
Of course.
But you gotta do what your heart is telling you, what your mind is telling you.
Your happiness is your priority. You gotta put yourself first, always.
You didn't say that for us before.
Don't say that. I was very understanding.
You hated me, which is understandable.
Yeah, I was understanding, and then I hated you a few weeks into Celebs Go Dating.
And now she loves me. She loves me.
Now I love you again.
Yeah.
So much. And that is a wrap, guys, for today's episode.
Second episode done.
Oh,
We're officially podcasters.
we are, guys. Don't forget to follow us on socials, on TikTok and Instagram at Liam and Millie Podcast.
And please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next Tuesday. Babe.
Woo!